Alright, listen up, you magnificent bunch of gaming miscreants. Today we're diving headfirst into a brand new free-to-play tactical shooter that promises to be more intense than the Yorkshireman denied his Sunday roast. That's right, Arena Breakout Infinite is dropping into early access next week, and if you're not excited yet, you bloody well should be. More Fun Studios is pulling out all stops to compete with Escape from Tarkov, and trust me, this ain't your nan's bingo night. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. Helps channel grow like a proper Yorkshire pudding in a hot oven. Now let's get cracking. So what's this Arena Breakout Infinite all about then? Picture this, tactical extraction shooter that's grittier than a wet weekend in Yorkshire Dales. It's got all heart-pounding tension of a horror movie, but with guns, lots of guns. More Fun Studios ain't messing around. They're aiming to desgrant big dog in room, Escape from Tarkov, by giving us a game that's as brutal as it is strategic. Early access is dropping on August 13th, and they've already lined up a new map, an armoury packed with more firepower than local militia, and a bloody kill cam feature so you can relive glorious moments you got your face blown off. Now this isn't just about throwing you into the deep end with a bunch of AKs and praying you can swim. No. More Fun Studios is serious about optimisation, smoother gameplay, lower hardware requirements. Because let's face it, not everyone's rocking a NASA supercomputer in the bedroom. If you got a GTX 960, you're in luck. You might just survive without your PC turning into a toaster. But here's kicker, they're taking feedback seriously. That means unlike some devs we know, they'll actually listen to you miserable bastards when you say something's wrong. They're treating early access like proper collaboration, which means you got a chance to shape game before it's unleashed on masses. Now let's talk about new Armoury Map. This place is like bastard love child of a military base and a labyrinth. Think you know every corner? Think again. This map's got more nooks and crannies than a bloody crumpet. It's designed to keep you on your toes. Or, more likely, on your ass wondering where the last shot came from. Now if you're the kind of player who likes to sit back and snipe, hoping for a cheap kill, this map is going to eat you alive. Close quarters? Check. Long sight lines? Check. Place for a cheeky ambush? Yeah, bet your sweet backside. Every inch of this map is built to test your reflexes and your ability to think on fly. Don't get comfortable, that's when you'll end up a red smear on wall. And let's not forget kill cam. I know what you're thinking. Scotty, why the hell would I want to watch myself get fragged in slow motion? Simple. It's all about learning from your mistakes. Or, at least having a bloody good laugh at them. It's like having your own personal highlight reel of failure. And if you don't like me, you'll get plenty of use out of it. And then there's Spectate mode, perfect for when you're waiting for your mates to finish up their endless debate over whether to push or hold. You can watch them make the same dumb mistakes you just did. Plus, great way to scout competition, so when you finally respawn, you'll know exactly where to put that first bullet. Now let's get into meat and potatoes of any good tactical shooter, weapons and gear. More Fun Studios didn't just throw together a few generic guns and call it a day. No. These beauties are custom built for making your enemies reconsider their life choices. We're talking everything from sleek SMGs to rifles that could punch all through a tank. And, of course, all tactical gear your little heart desires. Customisation's king here. You can kit out your weapons with attachments galore. Scopes, grips, silencers, you name it. Want to go loud and proud? Slap on a drum mag and flash hider and let rip. Prefer to be silent and deadly type? A suppressor and some subsonic rounds should do trick. Options are as wide as they are deadly, and if you're not spending half your time tweaking your loadout, you're doing it wrong. And it's not just weapons. Your gear's just as important. Armour, helmets, backpack, every piece of kit you can bring into a fight can mean difference between life and death. Choose wisely because no's worse than realising you're under-armoured when bullets start flying. It's like going to a knife fight with a spoon. Not bloody smart. But here's the thing, it's not just about picking most powerful gear, it's about balance. You load yourself up like a walking tank, you're going to be slower than a drunk snail. Be light and you'll move like lightning, but one good shot could send you back to the respawn screen faster than you can send bugger. It's all about finding that sweet spot. Enough firepower to take down a squad, but not so much that you'll kill over from exhaustion before real fire even starts. Let's talk about early access and why it bloody well matters. More Fun Studios ain't just tossing Arena Breakout Infinite out into the wild and hoping for best. They're treating this like a proper collaboration with us, the players. You know, those who actually spend their hard-earned dosh on these games. They've listened to feedback from closed beta, fixing bugs, tweaking gameplay, and probably telling a few whiners to bugger off while they're at it. This ain't just about making a quick buck, about crafting a game that's gonna knock your bloody socks off when it finally hits 1.0. And let's be honest, if you've played early access games before, you know what drill. You're not just playing a game, you're helping shape bloody future. Think of yourself as gaming pioneer blazing trail through digital wilderness. And here's kicker. They're not stopping with early access. I know, Morphin Studios is already teasing full 1.0 launch at Gamescom. That's right, they're not resting on the laurels. They're gearing up to unleash full might Arena Breakout Infinite on Gaming World. So strap in, grab your favourite controller or keyboard if you're one of those PC Master Race types, and get ready for a bloody wild ride. So if you're thinking about diving into early access, do it. Your feedback can make all the difference between a game that kicks ass and one that's about as useful as a chocolate teapot. And hey, if you find a bug, don't whinge about it, report it like a proper gaming hero. Together we can make this game everything we're bloody waiting for. Well, that's me for today, folks. Arena Breakout Infinite is gearing up to be a tactical shooter that could finally get Escape from Tarkov a run for its bloody money. Got a killer new map, weapons that make you feel like you're a one-man army, and a dev team that actually listens. A rare breed these days, let me tell you. Whether you're jumping into early access or just keeping an eye on what's to come, this game's one to watch. Remember, this isn't just another shooter, it's a bloody experience. And if you're not ready, it'll chew you up and spit you out faster than you can say bollocks. But that's fun of it, innit? Balance, chaos and thrill of that sweet extraction. So if you enjoyed this little deep dive, you know what to do. Smash that like button, hit subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts and gaming stories. Hell, you might even get a mention in next video. If your story don't bore me to tears, that is. And I'll see you next time, you magnificent.